NHRA driver Erica Enders-Stevens was in College Station this week to throw out the first pitch in Tuesday's Aggie baseball game. Not only is Enders-Stevens one of the top drivers in the sport, she's also an Aggie. In 2014, Enders-Stevens became the first woman to win a Mellow Yellow Pro Stock World Championship title.
Now this weekend, she's racing at the O'Reilly Auto Parts Spring Nationals in Houston. But before she left Aggieland, Enders-Stevens was kind enough to give us some insight on what it's like to be a professional drag racer.
We race a quarter of a mile in 6.5 seconds at 215 miles an hour. We're the only professional class that leaves with a clutch and actually has to shift the car. So it's a very challenging car to drive. When I let the clutch out on the starting line, we're experiencing about 4 G-forces, which is more than the space shuttle launches at. So it's a very intense launch, and less than a second into the run, you're having to pull second gear, and by half track, you're in 5th gear and high gear. So we're shifting at 11,200 RPM. So it's just crazy, a lot going on in the race car. I mean, it's something that I've had to face my entire life, being a female in a male-dominated sport. Starting in junior dragsters, I was the only girl out there, and now actually over 50% of the junior dragster drivers are females, so it's really cool to see how that's progressed. But in my class of Pro Stock, I'm the only girl, so it's an interesting atmosphere, to say the least. For the most part, everybody's supportive and accepting, but there's a handful of guys that still have that chauvinistic mentality. My sophomore year here is when I got signed to be a professional driver, so that's when my kind of tour started. We race 24 weeks a year and travel a little over 300 days a year, so it's pretty intense travel schedule. So I was back and forth as much as I could be, trying to finish school at the same time I was racing, and it's a little bit of a challenge, but a lot of fun. I actually haven't been on campus in almost 9 years, so coming back to town, seeing all the new businesses and stuff that have gone up since I've been gone, it's changed a lot, but man, it's awesome to be back in Aggieland.